Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Into the Breach. I was originally planning to do a run with the strongest squad of the expansion, probably the game, the Mist Eaters, but you know, I'm just feeling some Arachnophiles, so let's go ahead and do it. The best pilot for the Arachnophiles, in my opinion, is Kai. Kai is, in my opinion, also the best pilot for the Mist Eaters, and Cataclysm. Maybe the Heat Sinkers, although I personally ended up using someone else to beat this on Unfair. So she's the best pilot for like 3 of the 5 squads of the expansion, but she's very, very important for the Arachnophiles because we got this Arachnoid mech. So what this does is it hits an enemy for just 1 damage, but if it kills the enemy, it creates the spider, and what the spider does is it deals a damage to an adjacent enemy and pushes them, and then dies. But the cool thing about it is if you don't attack an enemy, the spider lives. So it's not like the bomblings from the bomber squad where that's like a temporary unit. It is a permanent unit. It's just a permanent unit whose attack causes it to self-destruct. So this is why Kai's ability is so important. The boost makes this deal 2 damage instead of 1, which makes a huge difference in getting kills so that you can make the spiders so that the spiders can do stuff. It's very, very important. Now, the other mechs are a little bit weird. So this one, it's like a typical push shot. It just bounces in a direction, and the bounce is not optional. You can pay 3 power cores to improve the damage, but it's pretty weak. This is definitely one of those ones where it'd be nice to find a better weapon. And then the science mech has this, which is really not that great, especially compared to some of the science mechs in the expansion, which are just fantastic. This one is just sort of like, okay. So all in all, it's a bit of a tough squad, but I like it. It's fun killing things and making spiders. And if you don't need the spider the round that you make it, you can like collect up an army of spiders and, you know, do cool things. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got Blast Scion, pass. We've got Spider Scion, very thematic. One problem is, although I love the Mosquito Boss and it's 5 HP, all 3 of these enemies have 3 health, which is awkward because you really want things that can die to 1 damage or 2 damage thanks to the boost, and this squad's bad. This island's bad for that. Okay, so here we have a 2 health enemy and 2 3 health enemies and a regeneration scion. The Hornet boss has a bunch of HP. It's sort of mediocre. And over here we have immune to fire, decent boss, and again, high health enemies. Damn, all these high health enemies, man, they're just killing my mojo. Over here we have 2 enemies that will die, but of course then we have the Blast Scion. So the slide mech is good, and this thing is good for the Blast Scion. This thing, however, does not do a push, so you can't kill things that are next to buildings if the Blast Scion is out. I'm going to go for it. Maybe I'll just be killing the Blast Scions. It feels like getting the enemies with low HP is more useful. Don't kill the Volatile Vec, huh? Well, I could get all the 2-star missions. Oh god, kill 5 or fewer enemies. With tidal waves might make it a bit easier. Fine, we'll do it. We'll babysit the Volatile Vec. And, okay, so let's see. I think I am going to bait this spider. I don't mind the spider jumping up here. I can just shoot it and kill it, and then push it away. Although I could also just shoot and kill it from anywhere. What's the point of limiting my options? That doesn't seem very smart. Okay, so we'll put our ranged mech far back. I don't want this thing getting webbed. We'll stick it there. And then you, I guess, can just, like, go there, so you're not quite in range of the spider. Ah, time pod. I feel like I've had some bad luck with time pods in some of the runs where I'm like, I'm just not getting any time pods. Alright. Oh, right, I totally forgot to bait this Firefly. That was potentially an error. Okay, we got a bit of a weird situation here. But I think actually it works out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go here and do that, which damages the Firefly, and notice with this boost, all of a sudden it's really, really nice that I had that because it makes a spider. Now we can do this, pull down this way, block a spawn, and yes, I will cash in the spider to block a spawn. Seems like a pretty good use of the spider. So now we're going to have a bunch of spawns popping up, and all we have to do is babysit this Volatile Vec. Okay, so who's my babysitter going to be? Well, it's pretty much got to be this mech, because this does damage. I mean, I could do it, but actually from this angle I can't. So yeah, it has to be this mech that does the babysitting. Let's pull down. And then I guess we'll block. So this is awkward, actually. Oh, maybe I should have let an enemy spawn so I could kill it and get a spider. As it is, it's awkward, because if I go down to block a spawn, I don't have my boost anymore. I think I'm going to do it still. There are the spiders that have 1 health natively, so I might be able to kill one of them. Of course, we get a blast scion, and now I can't kill it with 1 shot of this. Oh boy, this is awkward. This is awkward. Not a wasted attack. Okay, that was lucky. If the spider had jumped and webbed this, I could have been in a heap of trouble. As it is, I'm not going to think about it too much. We're just going to do this. Oh, geez. That killed my thing. Okay. Well, I can reset the turn, so that's probably a good idea. Oh, did I not get a spider either? Oh my god. Okay, what if I repair? Well, again, I don't... No, okay, I'll repair... No, if I repair, then I am not able to use this to babysit the Vec. This is annoying. Okay, if I shoot this thing, it's a problem too, because I have to bend the bullet. Oh my god, what a situation. Alright. Okay, so I repair... Yeah, fine. I'm gonna take a grid damage. This just solves a lot of my problems, because it saves me from the crab. Now I can go up, block. If there wasn't a building up here, I could actually push the Vec with the spider. As it is, well, I can either block this spawn, or I can terminate the spider to push the crab down. I think it's worth it. It does mean an enemy spawns in a more central location, but I like putting the damage on this because that makes it easier to kill. So all in all, a bit of a train wreck of a first mission, but you know, this squad is a little tough in the early goings. Okay, so that crab decided to waste its attack, which is very useful. So we're in a pretty decent situation here. There might be like some goofy thing I could do. Like, let's try this. This is very weird. This is really weird, but I think it actually... No, it doesn't work. I was thinking I could pull it up and then do a bend shot up on this crab, push kill it, and then kill this crab. But the problem is this thing goes to 1 health from the pull, then it repairs to 2, then it goes down to 1 from the push, and then this thing kills it. So that actually doesn't work. I could do what? I could go into the fire, but then of course I die. I could go down here and pull up. Yeah, I get the same thing that way. Okay, this is the move. So here, pull up, and now we do this push kill, and now we repair so the volatile attack doesn't kill us. Wait, protect the time. No! No! What happened to the time? Oh, right! I needed to stand on the time pod in order to... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. So I am going to change the time traveler back to Kai so that I don't keep the experience. Put her back in the arachnoid mech. That's one of those times where you're just like tempted to hit the stop recording button on the video and pretend it never happened, but we'll play it honestly. Alright, so another blast sign. Love the crab boss. The other 2 enemies have 3 health though, and the mosquito has 2. Here we have 1, 3, 3 for the health. Here we have 2, 2, 3 for the health. Okay, and then here we have 3, 2, 3 for the health. Alright, so I like this one. The boss is tough. That tumblebug boss, you can get into some real trouble with it. Laying out those blast rocks, it can sometimes cut you off and create problems. I could go for here. The beetle boss I really like a lot. We do have those spiders. The boost scion's often not that relevant. We'll go for it. This is the best enemies, the 2 health enemies, and hopefully we can just deal with the boss. Okay, shield generator, fine, and defend robots. A little tricky, but we're gonna have to do it at some point anyways, because I have to. So we'll just go in right now. Oh man, I can't believe I lost that time pod. That was just an embarrassing error. And I was just being greedy too. I had it all in hand. I could have just like not gotten a bit of experience and been fine. See, this is why you don't optimize experience, because when you're dumb like me, sometimes it makes you fail everything. Okay, well, I don't know. Just kind of stick stuff in random places and see what happens. It's hard to predict in this one with all these buildings right next to the monsters and these robots moving where stuff will end up. There's a chance the crabs will go into the ice mines. They didn't. Oh, that one did. The alpha did. That's great. Okay, well, it's actually a really awkward situation. I think I need to use... So it's really clutch that I have this boost kill on this Hornet. Otherwise, I'm not sure how I would have gotten it. I can't pull it or push it in any direction. And I also can't shoot it with this thing because this thing pushes. I think it's worth blocking a spawn. And then here we can push kill the crab against the mountain and then shoot the bend the other way. Oh, interesting. I should have had this spider block this spot. I'm going to reset the turn. I think it's actually worth it. Because what you can do here, if the spider blocks this spawn, is go here and then use your weapon to slide yourself forward and block a spawn, and I think that's actually worth it. So now only one enemy is spawning, and it's a Scion, which does literally nothing. That's great. So these spiders have a chance to maybe get away a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Well, lots of spawns, as to be expected. So we'll go here. Kill the Scion. Block a spawn. I did kind of put this a bit out of position, so we'll put it back into position now. And then you can go here, block the most central spawn. And that's that. So 3 enemies came out, unfortunately. Hornets I can kill with my artillery. Alright, so I can kill 1 with artillery, and then the other 2 I'm going to have to deal with my mechs. This is a tough map for this squad. It's just awkward. Oh my god, I can actually murder my pilot by going here and sliding onto this space. It'll freeze the Hornet. The thing is, I'm not actually sure I can deal with this Hornet otherwise. You're out of range to get to it, and you would have to step on a freeze mine to shoot it. So, that's funny. Am I really gonna do that? Am I actually going to purposefully kill a pilot just to deal with the Hornet? I mean, there's weird things I could do. I could shoot this Hornet and step onto this mine, and then with the spider, and then shoot the spider. Or no, wait, okay, what if I step onto this mine, go here, shoot that to get the Hornet out of the way, use my action to repair so I don't die, and then kill that one. Whoa, that was one of the weirder moves I've had to do. Well, we'll put the spider into closer position, and it sticks around if I need it for the next turn. Okay, that ended up pretty good. We blocked 2 of the 3 spawns, didn't take any grid damage. Hornets are very scary because of their high movement, and as we just saw, sometimes difficult to deal with. I'm actually really scared about this Firefly, because if it just shoots at this building, I'm going to be in trouble. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it if it shoots at this building. It's shooting at the building, isn't it? It's shooting at the building. Okay, well... Alright, let's see what's going on. So, if I shoot this and... Oh my god, I think we have a save. I think there's a save here. So I go here... Oh wait, no, I can use the spider just to kill this. Right, I can use the spider to kill that thing. No, but it's actually relevant. I need to do this and this. So I can go here and move the Firefly, and then I can go here and kill that Hornet. Didn't end up actually needing the spider. But okay. I guess it went better than last time, so I am not going to complain. Now, we've opened up some missions over here. Cannon bot. I do like the cannon bot missions. This mech can't damage the building, though, and this mech, you don't really want to shoot it at the building, so this squad has a little bit of a tougher time. We've got the shield generator, which is maybe a little bit easier to deal with. So we'll start with the shield generator mission, and then we'll kind of see where we're at. Okay, so Hornet has 5 movement. I mean, I'm not really sure what the correct thing here is, but we'll just kind of try to put my people next to the enemies. Obviously, it'd be nice if I could slide one of these crabs into the water, because the shield won't save it from that. Alright, it's definitely a possibility. Okay. You actually have 4 movement. That's quite handy. I can go here. What is this thing? It makes all incoming things. Alright, and then you remove all shields. Okay. So I do this to kill a crab and block a spawn. Tragically, you only have 3 movement, which is annoying, because I can't get this spider. Or this crab. Well, what I think I'm going to do then is we'll just pop the shield off the Hornet and kill it the old-fashioned way. And let the shield take the hit from this crab. I could, of course, pop the shield off, but it seems better just to block the spawn, especially because, weirdly, the spider survives because it has a shield. Not often you see a spider with a shield, but it actually survives this. I can block an extra spawn with it. Spiders are incredibly valuable, I guess, in this mission, until the point that, or as long as the shield thing is up. Okay, so do I try to get the shield off of this crab? I mean, I guess so. So we do this. We do this. My ranged mech is getting a little bit out of position, unfortunately. And then we, like, what, do this? And that. Bit weird. But it works. I need to commit to this mech killing the shield generator probably on the last turn, so it needs to be within 3 squares of this plane, otherwise I'm going to be out of position to get it, which would be awkward. No longer do I have teleporters for putting things wherever the hell I want. Okay, a little bit awkward to get this Hornet. Because if I... Oh, no, it works. It works. So if I go down here and repair so I don't die, and then the spider gets the shield off, I can step there to kill the Hornet. And then we can, like, keep that blocked and block that. Okay, this works out. So I'm going to have 2 mech damage, 2 enemies spawn with shields. And then I just break the shield generator and hope that that doesn't screw everything up. Well, both enemies decided to waste their attacks, so that's perfect. We'll do this. I guess I could have also somehow finagled it to kill this with a spider, but this is fine. So the question is, can I do something good? The answer is yes. I can push kill the crab. The firefly gets down to 2 HP. Notice how crucial it is to have this boost. It's just so dang handy. And we can even repair a bit of mech damage. Okay, that went great. I love how that went. So now, I guess I'm going to do the greed bag move. Since I haven't taken any grid damage this time, might as well go for this 2-star mission, knowing it's going to be tough. I have to basically shoot this thing twice. What is your movement? 3. This is going to be a little bit risky, but I'm actually going to bait the cannon bot to shoot down this lane. If it fires a shot at the facility, that means I only have to shoot it 1 time to blow it up, which is a much easier sell. Tragically, it was not to be baited. And now we're in a lot of trouble because... Oy. Okay, I could kill the Scion and use a spider to hit this. Yeah, I think that's better than just attacking this twice. So we'll make a spider here. Come up. Pop. I'll go down some more in position for things. And pop. That gives me the bot. Tragically, not enough movement to hit this Hornet, which would have killed it. But we'll babysit the Hornet and cash in the shield to block a spawn. I think I'm okay with this. So now we're going to have the Hornet, which is in an annoying position, but now my artillery mech is free to shoot at it. It actually can't hit it. Oh gosh, from where it is, my artillery mech cannot hit the Hornet. Alright, well, luckily we're okay, because the cannon bot can do a damage and set fire to the Hornet. I can get the time pod. In fact, I can do this. And then pull the crab down, so it's not doing anything. You, tragically, cannot do anything useful whatsoever. Maybe I should have actually... Yeah, there might have been some way to do that better, but as it is... Crud. Yeah, I can't stand there, because then this thing will kill it. Yeah, it feels really weird to not be using 2 of my 3 mechs, but I mean, that is what the cannon bot's for. It basically did the work of a mech. And now my mechs are in way better position to actually do useful things this time. So I think I'm okay with how that went down. Okay, crab is not wasting its attack. This crab is an annoying spot. If I kill it with my ranged mech, the ice breaks and my spider dies. But I could actually kill it with the cannon bot. An idea that I like. Okay, what if we... No, doesn't work. Does it work? No, I like this. And then this. But the problem is, I'm not dealing with the crab then. I only do 2 damage with my spider mech, and then my teleporter mech can't really do much. Well, I could go here and push. Oh, but I can't reach a spot with my artillery mech to hit this square. How awkward. Okay, I really have to think about this, because this crab is a problem. I might need to do like a less optimal move to account for the fact that this crab is such a problem. So yeah, it's annoying, but okay, we're going to go here, push the crab to cancel its attack. Then you can pull the firefly down to block a spawn. You can take care of yourself and just kill that thing, sploosh. And I guess you're doing 2... Oh, that is lethal, because it took a damage from the push. I didn't even realize that was going to happen. Okay, so now I've got a spider and 3 enemies to deal with. All of which can die to a ranged shot, which is great. Okay, perfect. Well, we can get this, which hurts everything. And should we share the experience? Yeah, we'll share it. Because Kai is going to level up regardless. Finisher, that's awful. And, Spider, you were nice, but let's sacrifice you. So Finisher is really annoying. But the one tiny saving grace here is that Kai has boost always, so she doesn't actually get any benefit from opener apart from the +2 move, which admittedly is not irrelevant. Sometimes the +2 move is actually quite helpful. But she's like the one pilot in the game that like Finisher is less than completely terrible with, because if you let her take damage on like the second to last round, she'll still have boost on the final round, and the +2 move cancels her penalty, because she gets -2 move and loses boost. Or sorry, -1 move and loses boost if she's damaged. So you can damage her, and she still has +1 move and the boost in the final round. It's really niche, but whatever. Okay, so here there's a lot of things I want. I want the +1 movement for this mech, because that's just a thing. I want the shield, and I'd like this damage. What are the chances that this damage can happen before the final boss? Pretty minimal, because I'd have to basically find another time pod, and that's not a guarantee, or I'm not sure it's even possible. So what I'm going to do is put this core here, and then we'll plan on buying 2 power cores after the final boss and getting this in one swoop, so that in the second island we're coming in with 3 damage, which is unfortunately as big as it can ever get. Alright, I'm going to take a split second here to pause, because I gotta go to work, but see you in just a second. Alright, let's continue on. I think for the final mission, we don't want to take the kill 5 or fewer enemies, so this is nice. Blocking the spawns and the ice storm can be very helpful. All the spawn points are far away from everything. Alright, we're just going to run for that. This one I looked at while I was off camera. It's also fine. Not a problem here. But this just seems a little bit easier, and the ice storm can help. Sometimes the ice storm, of course, freezes enemies. Sometimes the ice storm freezes buildings. There's just a lot that it can help you out with. I will, of course, try to bait the Firefly to shoot down this empty lane. Also try to maybe bait this Alpha Hornet to shoot down there. Oh, this is a worst case scenario, so these spots are frozen. Okay, but this Firefly, or this Hornet at least, gets taken care of. Okay, so very, very important always to make sure you remember to block the spawns on these missions. So I could kill the Scion and get my spider that way. The problem is this is a wood space, so the spider would be on fire, so I would not be able to block a spawn with it, which is a little bit scary. You are one movement short of getting down here. Of course, I can do this to block a spawn, and then I can't really do much with it because I can't shoot that hornet from there. And I can push kill the scion. Then what are you doing? You can actually kill this hornet. Interesting. So even though this hornet would be frozen anyway, I could just kill it. And then what? Use the spider to block a spawn, or use the spider to push this hornet away. So one thing I would have liked is to get this spot. I don't think I really can, because this thing is one move shy of being able to do it, and this thing is one move shy of being able to do it. But what's interesting is I don't have to actually deal with this firefly, because this thing will get frozen before the firefly shoots. So really the only thing I have to deal with is this hornet. That is the only thing. So what could I do? I mean, I could, for example, pull the firefly down with my slide mech and then shoot it for 2 damage and then push the hornet for 1 damage. That doesn't make any sense. I'm probably overthinking this. I mean, really all I need to do is just slide that hornet, honestly, and call it a day. The only weird thing is that if I slide it back, then this hornet gets out of the ice. If I slide it down, the hornet gets out of the ice. If I slide it over, the hornet stays in the ice. But then it also, yeah, if I slide this way, I don't block the spawn. Interestingly, I could slide the firefly up, kill this hornet, use the spider to push this hornet out of the way, and then just push kill the scion. Why don't we do it this way? So I'm blocking 1 spawn. If I block 1 spawn per round, it's okay, I'm on target. Let's freeze the firefly, and then let's kill this hornet just to get the spider. Thank you, Kira, and your boost. And then we can do this just to protect it. So I think this is good. I freeze 2 buildings, and this is now basically the only vulnerable building that's anywhere close to anything. This hornet decides to freeze itself, which is fantastic. Had it gone for this building or the power plant again, that would have been annoying. Okay, well, gotta make sure I'm blocking spawns. So I could slide down with my slide mech, get this hornet to catch fire and block a spawn. Of course, main issue with that is that then my slide mech will be frozen in the ice storm. But then again, if I am blocking all the spawns, it doesn't really matter that much that it's frozen, and it can just spend its turn getting itself out. Yeah, why don't we do that? So we'll just do this. So the hornet freezes, you freeze, and then you can just... Yeah, I think I want to repair here. This is the farthest up spawn point. I'm going to freeze and then unfreeze by blocking the spawn. And then you... Oh, this is the issue. There's nothing actually for you to do because you can't make a spider to block a spawn with. I mean, I could have killed the hornet and blocked a spawn, but then this hornet wouldn't be here to block the spawn. Okay, so you don't have anything to do, unfortunately. I guess what I'll do is just fire this pot shot. It drops the alpha down to 1 hit point so that possibly in like the last round I can do like an optimization thing where I break it out of the ice and then kill it for 4 experience. Okay, we got a firefly, which is fantastic. This firefly can't do anything except, I guess, attack the hornet. The crab, of course, being an artillery enemy, can do things, but this is fine. So now, what am I gonna do? I think I could, of course, push... Oh, this is amazing, actually. This is really incredible. I can actually do this and this. It kills the hornet because the damage of the shot breaks it out of the ice. Oh, sorry, my microphone's not near me. Yeah, it's been a second for you, but a 4-day lapse for me. I forget how to do everything. So our projectile breaks the ice, and then the push actually kills it. What am I doing? And then the bounce, I guess, can just kill this crab. Fantastic. Now you and you can all block spawns. Yeah, we'll just do this. This seems good. So we've blocked 5 spawns out of 3. Okay, no, I had a moment of panic. I thought Kira was gonna die, but luckily this squad's ranged mech has 3 hit points, not 2. And I forgot about the fire completely. So, Yeah, I can't just do nothing here because then I'm going to die of fire. So I need to repair. And then is there some wacky way that I can get a kill here? I mean, I can... Oh, yeah, there is actually. I think there is. What we can do is we go here before repairing, then do this, slide down for the push damage, and then we can fire up and push kill it like that. 3 XP on my Brute Mech, who has not leveled up yet, so it'd be nice for that to happen. And there we go. Okay, so feeling pretty good going into the boss here on this first island. We're going to be at 9 stars, so that means 3 power cores. I am concerned, however, about this. 6 HP is not the minimum. The lowest is 5, but this is a really tough boss. It creates 2 rocks. Now, luckily, this level doesn't seem to have as much of an opportunity for, like, blocking a channel. There was one run I had where I died because it just, like, completely blocked a path on this, like, narrow, skinny island type level where the stuff over here is water. And then the land passages all got blocked up by these explosive boulders. You really, really want to get this boss. In fact, I'm prepared to take some grid damage if necessary. Main issue, of course, is just that this is an alpha, and this Hornet is very mobile, so it could be a lot of grid damage I'm planning on taking. I don't know if there's a good way for me to bait this boss. I guess I could try something like this and encourage it to... Maybe this is better. So now I can put 2 blast rocks here or 2 blast rocks here to try to target 2 of my mechs at once, giving me a little bit of a free pass. One of the problems with those blast rocks... Oh my god, he actually did it. Okay, one of the problems with the blast rocks is that they explode near buildings if you ever hit them, which can, you know, be a liability. Okay, so here, I can obviously make a spider out of the Hornet. I can block a spawn and push this thing out of the way. Main issue with that is that I'm not doing any damage to the boss. I really want to do a shot like this, because that'll deal 3 damage to it. 1 for the shot, 1 for the push, and then 1 for this thing blowing up. That's 3. Then, of course, someone's getting hurt and being pushed to a spot where they can't do anything useful from. Or I'm doing grid damage, which is not ideal. You could just shoot it for 2 damage. I mean, I could just let this thing sit. It'll do 1 damage to itself just by hitting these rocks and just explodes for 1 damage. So then I could, like, for example, push hit this alpha to block a spawn and hit the Hornet. Yeah, we'll do... Yeah, so I can either have the alpha block the spawn or have myself block the spawn. I guess it makes more sense for the alpha to block the spawn. Although, wait a minute. I can use the spider for that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. What am I just dumb? Okay, so I kill that, make the spider. I use the spider to push this alpha onto a spawn. There we go. Okay, so I do get to have my cake and eat it. Main issue is, do I want to take a damage on this mech and waste a turn in order to prevent 1 grid damage? Like, I put it in the way of the bending shot to prevent the damage. Or I block a spawn. You know what? I think I'm going to take a grid damage here. We'll do it next to this building, because this building might already take a hit since the boss is right next to it. Oh, right, I'm dumb. Now my thing lost boost and is on fire. Okay, so I do think it's important to reset this. So we do this. We go here so we're not in a forest that's about to catch fire and take the damage and lose boost for the rest of the fight, which is, you know, pretty significant. And so now I'm going to block the spawn and punch up and take a... Is it maybe optional? Bounce a projectile. Does not seem to be optional. Yeah, I had to try. Hey, it resisted! What are the odds? 15% apparently. Okay, great. If I had gotten the upgrade to give this thing a shield, that would have let me, like, slide into it and not take a damage. But the good news is that now I'm fully free to focus on this tumble bug. I don't have to worry about it. Okay, that's really fantastic. So this alpha is just wasting its attack. I might just kill it. The spider can't block a spawn because it'll be on fire. I could also do some weird stuff. Okay, let's not overthink it. This is good because it pushes the rock so it explodes here, and then I can just bend it this way, do a push damage and an explosion damage. And so now, I mean, I could just shoot this with a spider. That seems logical. Let's kill the boss. Although, wait, hold on. I could maybe, like, no. I was thinking I could go up here and slide, push against the mountain to kill it. The problem is then I slide into fire and die. So, yes, that's not a good plan. I think the most logical thing is to kill the boss with my spider mech, and then either block a spawn or, like, push the alpha to block a spawn. It's all the same, but this does more damage. So, okay, we'll do it like this. I am letting a slightly more centralized location get a spawn on, but I think that's worth it, because this alpha does die now. It shares the experience, which might be helpful. The boss is dead. We have just one enemy out. And there is one more round of spawns, but this is a regular enemy. So with any luck, I can kill it with my artillery and use the spider to block a spawn. Indeed, I can. And then we'll block the two most... Actually, I think this one... No, this one can go up to this building. Right, so we'll block this one. And this enemy will catch fire coming out at least, which could be helpful. Okay, hang on. We got a Scion out here, so if I don't kill the Scion, this enemy is immune to fire. Gotta remember to take care about that. Firefly chooses to waste its attack. Finisher, actually quite handy with the movement, because without the movement, I wouldn't be able to go here to kill that Scion. As it is, I can. So now we can... Let's see. Do I want to share this experience? I kind of want binary just to get the full kill. Hold up, let's repair. Yeah, I want binary to get the full kill here. Because Kai will level up in due time. She kills things almost every round. And this pilot, I'm not sure is all that valuable, because if I get a good bonus pilot, I'm not even going to use it. So I just... Oh yeah, I didn't need to do this weird thing with repairing that, because I could have just shot and killed it since it was at 1 HP. Anyway, what'd you get? Technician. Okay, well, it's nothing special. But healing every round is useful, because if you block a spawn, you heal the damage that you block before you block the next spawn. So just with a little bit of careful attention, you can block a lot of spawns. What do we get here? You! Well, no level up. This is weird. So I don't remember what the Scions were. Obviously, that would be optimal gameplay, is always memorize all the Scions. Obviously, things like the Blast Scion, where you explode on death, is not useful. Plus HP is fine. Regeneration's fine. What else is there? There could be the Boost Scion, which would be useful, I guess, for the Prime Mech. Kira already has Boost. And then this, of course, is kind of underwhelming because it's just really just 1 HP and a little bit of grid defense, since I resisted. If I hadn't resisted, this would have been perfect just to top off. Okay, we'll take the pilot here. And he just has more experience than this one, so we'll just do it, and every once in a while the extra reset might be handy. So let's take a look if we have a good weapon here. No prime. Pierce through any killed enemies. Well, this is interesting. So it's a 1 use per battle. You put a power core in it, and it's a 4 damage shot, which is pretty spectacular. No one has conservative, right? Yeah. So it's only 1 use. It'd be awkward to get it, is the thing. I'd have to basically pass on a power core, because it would cost 2 power cores. I have 3 stars left over. I spend this, then I have to, like, get that. Or if I buy 3 power cores, I can sell this pilot, and then I'd also have to sell this one to get this weapon. I'm not that crazy about Technician. It's pretty irrelevant. How valuable is this? I mean, there are other good brute weapons, but 4 damage, that adds a lot of flexibility simply because this thing only does 1 damage and it takes a crazy amount of power-ups to get it to go up to 2. Alright, well, this might not be the correct play, but because it is fun, I am going to buy this. Now, obviously, then there comes 2 power cores, and let me spend those before I see what I'm doing with my stars. So, clearly, we need this to go up to 3 damage with the boost. Sorry, not Kira. I always think of her as Kira. It's not. Her name is Kai. So now I want a power core to get this up and running immediately. Other than that, +1 move and plus shield. Yeah, I do want the power cores. But I'm willing to sell a pilot just to get a power core now. The main issue is I'm wasting a star if I don't buy the power core right now. So I can either sell these 2 pilots and get a power core now, or essentially waste this star and hang on to a star for the future. I could just bank on getting a pilot at the end of the next island if things go well, and this is not a useful pilot. Alright, I'm going to do it. It's probably not the right play, but we'll make the fun play. So either shielding +1 move or this damage. This is only once per battle, of course, but I think it can make a really big difference. And I'm going to put Isaac here because this mech actually kills stuff so he can level him up. Not having a pilot on that mech and therefore not leveling somebody up isn't as big of a loss, simply because that mech doesn't level up much anyway. So we got a Blast Scion Blobber, never. Boost Scion Digger, that's acceptable. And then Extra Health Scion and the Blob Boss. Well, now that Kai does 3 damage, that kills the first iteration of the Blob Boss. The acid makes up somewhat for the extra health, and of course the extra health Scion is not a huge deal anyways, because it is retroactively cancelable, and there are no web enemies, and they all have 3 HP or less, so Kai can kill any of them now that she does 3 damage. This is the place. Alright, well, this is a terrible mission here. These missions are a little bit scary, especially because it's defend the train! So we're going to go here. Yeah, this is fine. Everyone's on acid, and just gotta kill this at some point. Tricky combo, the acid mission with ending less than 4 mech damage. Obviously you don't want to take any damage, but I think it's fine. So we'll do this, and we'll try to bait these snails, hoping one of them like steps in here and wastes a shot down this lane. The Scion's blocking that lane, which is good. Okay, this Scion's doing it, or this snail is doing it perfect. And that one is as well. Okay, this is pretty good. I mean, I have a whole bunch of things I could do here. So I could just like push this one into the water and then push this one over here and it'll kill the Scion for me. I can block a spawn with this. I mean, yeah, it seems pretty good. Oh, wait. Oh, hold up. I somehow had a brain freeze and thought that I could like bend this snail into this one, which is obviously not the case. It's a tricky one. If I do this and pull the snail up into the water, that's great. Okay, well, I'm not blocking a spawn. If I go pull it down, I'm blocking a spawn. Right, I think that's the move. So first we shoot, because I don't actually want anything to be in this line of sight. Then we pull down, and then you just step in here and you kill the snail, thanks to everything being on acid, and there's no particular reason not to block this spawn, so we just have a happy day here. Now the Scion's great because it just sits here and I can kill it at my leisure, generating a spider to block an extra spawn, which I will do now. You leveled up and got +2 mech HP. That's fantastic. Much better than Technician. I'd always rather have 2 mech HP. Okay, I don't want to say always. Maybe there's some, like, you know, interesting corner case. But yes, I would, generally speaking, always rather have +2 HP than the Technician. I want the health up front rather than, like, getting it back at the end of the turn in a weird timing configuration. Okay, so Tumblebug is raising a credible threat here. But it's on acid, so I can just kill it. Let's not think about that too much. Let's just do it. And then we'll block a spawn. This situation. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just do this to make it waste its shot. And I guess I'll go here. If it's a land enemy, I want it next to the water. Gotta be a little bit careful about this mech damage. You're going up to 3. Okay, that's fine. But I need to pay attention to that. If it was a serious issue, I would have not taken damage there. So now, on this final turn, we do have to kill this enemy that spawns, perhaps, if it does something threatening, and this Firefly. But the good news is that I can just hit this acid controller last. One thing I should have thought about is Kira has to be the one to get this acid controller, because this guy only does 1 damage, and this thing pierces through killed enemies, so it would do damage to the building behind it no matter which way I shot it. So I kind of got a little lucky I didn't think about that. Now, this slide mech can actually kill both the snail and the firefly, but the issue is that it doesn't get any experience for doing that. So what I think I need to do is this. Actually, no, not that. Yeah, I want to push the snail into the water. And then I can't kill the firefly, but it's fine because it doesn't have any experience anyway. So yeah, we just need to get you out of the way, heal up, then push into the water. But I've also done my pierce shot. And then we're going to do this. Yeah, could the spider have done it? No, the spider doesn't have enough movement to do it. So, yeah. I think we're good. Phew. Maybe a little bit of optimization might have missed out on a chance to get that Firefly's 3 experience to one of my human pilots. Alright, now this mission, enemies with acid, fantastic. Let's just, well, I mean, okay, so I could do a mission, try to get a time pod, then do it. Block Vex spawning, this is interesting. The buildings are kind of close, but the spawn points are far back. And there's acid pools, that can help as well. Alright, let's just do this first. I know that it's a bit of a meme with me to always defend the train while talking about how you shouldn't defend the train. But I think in this case, I might actually not do the defend the train mission, even though it has 2 stars. We'll just kind of see how the vibe is. Alright, so this Firefly is not wasting its attack, but the other 2 enemies are. I need to make sure I remember to block spawns. Okay. You could pull the Firefly down and hit the snail, which is pretty good. You could just do this and push the Firefly into a spawn. Okay, we'll do this. So there's another world where I actually got a spider by killing this Firefly. Oh, hang on, let's do it like this. I guess I could still do... Oh yeah, of course I should do that. Why on earth would I let the Firefly just randomly hit me for 3 damage when I could instead just kill it and let the spider block the spawn? It's the same thing, spawn blocked either way, but I just don't take an extra damage for no reason. Okay, cool. So now we have the 1 health snail that I can kill for a spider easily. This thing has 5 hit points, but it's a Firefly. They're the easiest things to deal with. In fact, I may be able to do something like pull it into the acid. Yeah, why don't we do this? Well, let's think about that. So I could pull it into the acid, make a spider, use the spider to block a spawn, and then just you would kill the snail and not block a spawn, which is fine. So yeah, let's go here, pull it down. Oh! Hey! When I walk into the acid pool, I suck up all the acid, so it's not an acid pool anymore. Okay, so we have to do this weird move where I step on the teleporter, teleport here, then... Oh, I could have just stood up. I could just do it without moving. Oh my god, I don't even need to move. Oh my god. Oh right, the reason I went down here is because I wanted to block a spawn. Oh right, I still actually want to do that. Oh my god. Yeah, I want to go here so I can block a spawn. Oh, no, I would be here. I'd be acidified. I wouldn't be blocking the spawn. Okay, any hoodle. Wow. 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 Alright, let's go kill you. Let's block a spawn. This is close to the power plant, so we'll do that. Keep it as flexible as possible. And then we'll just push kill the snail. Oh, you know, maybe I could... Oh, right. No, I should have actually put it onto the most centralized spot, because I forgot I was getting off of it. Uh-oh, Tumblebug. I would have liked to have the Tumblebug be further back. I'm a little bit concerned about what this Tumblebug is going to do now. Oh, it's going to waste its attack. Okay, cool. So the snail is not wasting its attack. Oh, okay, hold up. What's going to happen here? So the Tumblebug is going to hit this rock, hurting itself for 1. Then the snail will just kill it. Okay. So I guess... What are we doing here? I mean, I could suck the snail onto acid and kill it that way. But let's just stay simple. We'll go here. We're gonna block a spawn. We're gonna block a spawn, and we're going to block a spawn. How about that? It's important to repair here to get the acid off yourself. Yeah, this seems fine. So this rock is totally harmless. Then the snail kills the tumblebug. We've got all our block spawns. And next round is the final round, so it's just killing that snail. So the question is, do I want Kai to get the experience, or do I want Isaac to get it? Isaac has further to go. He might have a harder time getting experience. She's gonna get the experience eventually anyway, so eventually this probably means I'm wasting experience by giving it to her. We'll go for the long game. I don't know if that's correct or not, but we'll just do that, and we'll finally use this weapon, Slorp, and that's a wrap. Okay, well, I didn't get a time pod. I don't think I'm going to do this mission. So we could try once more for a time pod. Oh, but not killing enemies. Okay. You know what? I guess we're going to go here so I can get a power core and then help myself to defend the train. Because these missions don't give stars and this one sucks without killing enemies. We'll try this. I could regret this very much, of course, but we'll see what happens. So, we'll bait the firefly. You need to just be the heck out of the way of things, and we'll try to bait the snails with that placement. This is a tough map. I mean, it's actually fine with how far away the buildings are, but the fact that it's all snails and fireflies just makes it awkward as hell. Oh, Jesus. Okay. 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 Alright. Well, so my slide mech can just pull the snail out of the way, and it'll take a damage from its buddy, the non-alpha snail. You can just kill this firefly. No. We need to push this firefly to block a spawn and kill its buddy. What's the order? Ah, the order's wrong. Crud. This one will hit first. Okay, so if I make a spider here, I could use the spider to kill this. Slide mech just to put the snail out of the way. And that leaves us with this person. Maybe this is the time to use this weapon. I could put acid on this firefly, pierce it to kill it and the snail, not that the snail actually matters. And what else? Then we got this thing. I could just kill it. Alright, we'll do it. I don't know if this is the right move, but let's actually do this. So we get those kills. You are babysitting the big snail. And then you actually almost didn't have a move to a space to stand on to kill that firefly, so I had to be a little bit careful about that. Luckily, I got Isaac, the dream, where you just find Isaac during a run, so we have an extra reset every battle, which can be helpful. We've also killed 2 enemies because one of them stepped into an acid pool. This snail I can now slide into the water. Okay, this is going pretty well. So what I think I'm going to do here is just slide that snail into the water. There is a consideration to be made for using this little acid tank to block a spawn. The concern is that next turn I would have to put an enemy into one of these acid pools and then kill it, or else I fail the mission. I'd rather just let an enemy spawn and not worry about that. In fact, I'm going to cash out my boost here. I think that is worth it at this point. So that now we just have one enemy spawning. I don't have boost on my spider making mech, but I just need to acidify whatever this enemy is and kill it. And then I'm fine. Okay, well I guess I might as well go all in on not having boost. We'll block that spawn. Make a spider, block that spawn. This is smoke, so we gotta go over here. Block that spawn. You are one movement shy of where I wish you were. You could have blocked a spawn had you been a little more agile. Okay, this is great. The sign does nothing. The snail came out of the acid, so it's easy to kill. And then finisher gives me my boost back, so that's a lot of wasted experience. Is there some world where I can do some optimizing? I can do 1, 2, 3 damage with a push shot. It's a little weird. and have Kai just kill the Scion. So if I do this, 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 right, and do something like this. Oh, no. That doesn't work. You have to fire the final shot. So first I have to do something like this. But then I can't do the push-up shot because that will kill. Oh, that'll kill my mech that doesn't have a pilot. Okay. This is dumb, but let's try it. So I do this. Oh, did I move Kai and just put her in the wrong place? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we do... This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I can't believe I'm doing this. So we're doing this. Like that. Then... I'm going to kill my pilot. My AI pilot. To get the push kill on that snail. And use this acid tank to block the shot. So it doesn't hit this building. And then Kai kills the Scion. And gets her experience. So one more kill from Kai. And she levels up fully. So I am glad that other time when I gave the experience to Isaac in the Brute, the bounce shot mech. And we got a power core. Alright, a lot of things I want. I do still want this. I would like this at some point. Move would be nice. Let's start with the bonus move. That's happened a couple of times. And let's throw away the game and try to defend the train. Alright, so we have a Tumblebug, a bunch of two Alpha Mosquitoes. Oh boy, this is something. Okay, well, you know, I was asking for it, so we'll do this. Maybe the Tumblebug hangs out near the... No, there's no way the Tumblebug would hang out near the water. It's just not possible. This is going to be an absolute disaster. Just a total train wreck of a disaster. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing that. Okay. So, the train. The mission's the most important thing. How do we protect this train? Well, thanks to my extra movement, I can babysit the mosquito with my slide mech. You cannot push kill the Tumblebug because you don't have enough damage. It only has 4 damage. Unless I get behind it and let this rock blow up and hurt the building, which seems like an aggressive play. Actually, I could push the Firefly into the water, bounce the shot this way. That leaves it at 3 HP. Then I go block the spawn and kill it with a spider. Of course, main issue with that is now I don't have boost. But on the other hand, I do have a spider hanging around. The problem is that this is about to fail, so I would need to babysit the mosquito. And how would I do that? I would slide it over here. I can't slide it down because then it would be in front of the train. Alright, well, we're going for it. Wait, no. Why would I do that? Why don't I just kill the Firefly and the mosquito with my one-shot thing? Then I can be... Oh, right, because you can't deal with either of these because they're freaking both alphas. Lord. Well, let's see. Is there some merit to that? I mean... Yeah, no, there's no merit to that because what's the point of doing that if I can't kill him? Okay, I could go up here with Kai, hit this, make a spider, use the spider to babysit the mosquito, get it down to 1 health for next time, use the slide mech to babysit this, and you take a grid damage and kill the Tumblebug. Okay, we'll try that. That could be totally wrong, but I just have a gut feeling that's the way that that works out the best. Wait, so the spider needs to go here, and you... Okay, you can either take a grid damage, kill the Tumblebug, or you can kill the Firefly and babysit the Tumblebug with my slide mech. I feel like it's just asking for trouble. The Tumblebugs are really, really treacherous because they can put these blast rocks in front of the train, which is all kinds of hell to deal with. So yes, I will babysit the mosquito. Oh, right, it doesn't pierce. Oh, it doesn't pierce because it doesn't die, so it actually doesn't kill it. Alrighty, I guess we are killing the mosquito and babysitting the Tumblebug, come what may. One weird move I could do is I could, like, babysit the rock. That would give the Tumblebug an extra place to put a rock that isn't in front of the train. It's an interesting idea. Or if I'm here, I'm body blocking it. Yeah, I think this is actually fine. Let's just do this. Keep it simple. And the spider has to sacrifice itself to babysit the mosquito. So the plan is that now, yes, there are these treacherous enemies on the field, but this one has 3 critical hit points, so Kai can shoot it to make a spider, and then the tumblebug hopefully doesn't, like, put a rock in front of the train. It would really need to work to do... It did that. It actually did that. Oh, Lord. Alright. Okay. Well, I think, shockingly, there is a move here. And that move is to slide the rock over. The Firefly will hit it, exploding it before the train can hit it and not hitting any buildings. It'll hit my slide mech, but it's fine, and it'll damage the mosquito, which doesn't really matter. Is there anything cute I can do with the tumblebug? Well, I could actually shoot the tumblebug and slide this rock. So then the tumblebug hits this, damaging itself, blocking a spawn, and the Firefly shoots it. That actually seems even better. Yeah, why don't we do that? So we do this. No. Oh, whoa, gotta get the order right. First we do the... Nope. Okay. Gotta get the order right. First we do this. Then we do this. And then we do this. Now the spider... Where do I want this spider? Well, I don't want it next to the rock. Maybe I put the spider here, just to get it a little closer to position of something relevant. I can't believe that actually worked. Alright, so now this is going to be a 1 hit point. Oh, maybe I should have punched the rock with the spider. Then this thing would be dead, wouldn't it? Interesting. I didn't think about that. Okay. Alrighty. We actually made it. I can't even believe it. I seriously just can't. So, you can just kill this tumblebug. You can kill the snail. I think we do something like this. And this. And finally, of course, this. Alright, so you're actually... Oh, you need to move! Man, wouldn't it have been funny if I hit the end turn button and just blocked the train? Wouldn't have mattered that I killed my pilotless mech. Something that I am growing to enjoy to a ridiculous degree. It's just that that would have damaged the train and failed the mission. Thick skin! Okay, well, that's fantastic. So we're going to have another 9-star island here. This is the goose. You have to destroy 5 of them. So first round, I definitely want to punch this thing with my spider and make a spider. And then, okay, this really kind of takes care of itself. Really just want to bait the snails in both lanes and put the artillery mech in a nice central position. This map is nice. Everything's you can just keep this artillery mech here all day and it can hit everything all game. Just lovely. Okay. So, this snail is not wasting its attack, unfortunately. This snail is. So, I could just... Yeah, I mean, I have to. I think it would be silly not to. I want to shoot this first thing to see where the other goos pop out. So that in case something like this happens, I can slide one of them into the... Wait, is this thing a giant? Oh, it's massive. Oh, it's not going to die from landing in the goo. Okay. Is there anything better to do with you? Crud. I mean, I could just body block that snail. It just feels weird. I'm not going to be blocking any spawns with all these goos out and everything. But I can do... You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this. And then we'll use the spider to go over here and just push kill that goo to make the other goos come out. It's a bit aggressive because now these goos are out here and that could cause more of a problem than the one big one. But they're all at low health, so I'm kind of hoping that, you know... isn't an issue. This mountain's annoying. It prevents me from getting that one with a bounce. But maybe I just blow my big weapon and kill the alpha snail. Yeah, let's just do that. So now we're gonna have a lot of enemies on the table, but these spawns are a bit far away from everything, so there's a chance the enemies that spawn here can't do that much. These blobs might also be inclined to waste their attacks. Yep, this one could have gone after the corporate tower, which would have been a little bit annoying. Alright, so now this is actually fine. So I can create a spider here. Well, only one place, or two places I could do that from. You need to do what? Something like this to kill those blobs by sliding a lot. Oh, this one is going to kill one of its buddies. Nice. So we kill the mosquito. Make a spider. There's no spawns. I guess the goos counted as enemies to not make spawns with. Interesting. And I think actually I could do this, right? I could kill the snail and the mosquito, taking advantage of the push. Good use of a spider there. And that is great. We're going to actually complete the mission because the goo kills itself. You don't actually, it's interesting, this is the only boss you don't have to fully kill. You only have to kill 5 goos, but there's 7 that get made. Now there's a bunch of spawns. Only 3, weird. I expected more. This thing is still considered massive, even though it is a small goo, so sliding into the pool won't kill it. But, yeah, well, let's just kill the one that's farther up. Leave a spider out in case I need it. And then block spawns. Wait. Hold on a second. This is minor, and I probably didn't need to waste time doing this, so I apologize. But I could do this, block this spawn and repair, block that spawn, and just shoot and kill the goo, because why not? So now we're at a point where both of my humans are at max level up, so I don't need to worry about leaving enemies behind. It's fine to have just all the spawns blocked and have no enemies in the final round. Alright, that was great. I might even consider making this a 2-island run, actually. Because going into the 3rd island is basically just hoping I find a weapon, but I'm pretty much at the limit of where I want to be with my weapons. Alright, no, this is a good tank, so we are going to do a 3rd island and have that tank out. That's a fantastic one. So, let's do this. Spend reputation, anything else? The wind torrent, okay. Well, obviously this is what you'd want to do, because it's just ridiculously overpowered, but to avoid doing that again and having this take forever as I think about what I want to do with my life, let's just buy 3 power cores. And the important thing is the push. And now we're going to go to the next island. Not the blast island with the blobber. Thankfully, no mama spider. So we'll go here. And the idea is that we're just getting power cores to get a few miscellaneous things. Power core here. So we'll need to do one of these missions. Less than 4 mech damage or not killing enemies with Cataclysm. Very interesting combo. This is the safer mission. I'm just going to do this one. The sandstorm will be gradually wiping out the enemy attacks. Is there some way that I can bait this digger? I mean, it's a bit of a gambit, but I could try baiting it to go here and attack these 2 mechs. I could make it all 3. Then there's going to be clouds. Oh, but you have your push tank, so you don't actually care about being in the sands. That's fine. You can just shoot a tank out here and do stuff with it. Okay, so the pod here is interesting. The sands coming across don't wreck the pod, but if you forget the pod is here, sometimes you like accidentally damage it, which can be a problem. I totally just forgot about the spider. The previous island didn't have any web mechs, so I just completely forgot about their existence, which is awesome. This is an alpha, so I can't kill it with my thing. But I do have a tank, so I could acid this thing, kill it with a spider, use the spider to kill this spider, and then use this to get the moth out of here. I don't know if that's the best move, but it's a convenient one. So let's just make it happen. Blarp. And blarp. And we even get to block a spawn. And this thing will even hurt itself a little bit. So now actually that's pretty useful. It'll die to spider shot. Get wrecked, digger. Oh god, another alpha moth. Wow, this is aggressive. Alright, this thing is gonna get smoked out and it'll be trapped behind its rocks. No, not really. No, it can actually walk out of here and like make rocks here. but then it's going to get smoked out next time. So this thing's actually irrelevant. I don't need to do anything about it. I can kill this one, but the spider dies. You. Okay, maybe what I want... Let's see. I can't acid this moth, but I could push it and push this moth. This moth will then be here. It'll hit that... No, what am I talking about? I don't care about that one because that one's going to die because it's going to get spidered. Alright, so we'll do this. This moth miraculously doesn't actually hit anything. I make a spider to block a spawn. The spider can just stay there. You can just do that and block a spawn. And you... I guess you could just kill the digger. Why not? You're getting smoked out, but the cool thing is it doesn't kill you. You're just sitting in smoke. As long as you don't get blocked in, it's fine. This is sort of similar to the tidal wave mission on the Archive Island. The issue with that mission is that then, like, you know, time pods get destroyed and well, I guess your mechs don't die in the water, but the enemies die in the water, which is good, but the smoke is more aggressive. I feel like more of the map gets smoked than watered. I could be mistaken about that. But overall, I like this mission a lot. It just seems to go pretty easily a lot of the time. So I can make a spider here. This mech cannot reach that moth without some shenanigans. And yeah, even if I slide it to the spot, it'll be a push shot. It'll hurt the building. Okay. So I think this is the time to do this. And then you can go here and do that. Okay, I don't know why I was like all thinking about this for so long. Everything is dead. So yeah. We are just getting smoked and it's all fine. Anything fancy here? Nope, just a power core, but that's okay. So I would like the health on this mech, or this tank, to block spawns with. We already got a time pod, so might as well go here. Oh boy. Defend Earth Mover and kill enemies. Well, at least it's kill enemies without destroying mountains. That's a combo that seems to happen a lot. Kill enemies, destroy mountains. At least we don't have to do that here. And the Earth Mover fills in these gaps, but maybe, luckily, you know, with a bit of help, we can get one of these land guys into a pit before the pits fill up. I just completely forget about the spiders. I don't know why. I was just like, you know what? You know all that strategy about, you know, not letting spiders web you on the first turn of the game? Let's just forget about that completely. Okay, so let's see. What can we do? Is this a kill? It's not a kill. It does cancel the attack, but it isn't a kill. I could create a spider here. And okay, let's just do the obvious thing. Let's just do this. Block a spawn and kill the thing. Even though that thing wasn't doing anything, I'm just fine with not having to worry about it. Though that might have been wrong, maybe. Because how am I dealing with this? See, I make a spider here. Okay, what if I make a spider here? Push this. Well, then this spider's just going to kill the Earth Mover, so I can't do that. So I'd have to push this one, but then this thing gets the power thing. Okay, what if I do this? That just kills both spiders. Ah, yes, that's the move, I think. Then I can make a spider out of this. Oh, but what do I do with that spider? I can't get this into a pit. And I can't get over here to push it that way. Okay, so let's back up. Okay, I make a spider out of this thing. I shoot. If I shoot this and bend that way, it'll be here. If I make a spider here, the spider can't push that again because it's blocked on both sides. Oh my gosh. So it's really annoying, but I think I might have to let that guy live. I'll take a little bit more time to think about it. But I might be out of luck. If I make this a spider, this thing can move. Oh, I can use the spider to body block this thing, and I can just push the spider out of the way. Now, if I push it, it's going to kill my tank. So I would need to use my big shot to kill it. Alright, we'll try this. I could be wrong about it. But this does put me in a pretty nice... Oh, I don't like that very much. But I do live, so we'll do it. This does put me... Oh, geez, no! The spider dies upon attacking. Okay. Well, since I had to reset, let's see if there's something better I could do and let this thing live for a turn. I could go here to block a spawn. I could make a tank up here somewhere. Create acid, let's say, on this, so I can push and kill it. Push that. Move. Oh no, if I shoot it with acid and I use my push thing on it, then this and this will be critical things. You can't be there. If I go here, tank here, acid here, shoot with my bounce shot here, and push this over. Spider shot here, kill this, make a spider. The spider cannot kill this thing, it doesn't have enough movement, but it could push it out of the way, it could babysit it. It doesn't seem like that great of a move. Okay, what if I put a tank here, make this on acid, make a spider out of it, use the spider to kill this, or not, use the spider to push this out of the way to babysit it, and then do a bounce shot on this? That doesn't seem great either. Okay, I could just use this shot, like so, and put this on acid and just make a spider out of it. Right, so let's do that. So I kill these, I step out of the way, do this. The acid is important so that this thing can die. Now, tragically, the spider is one movement shy of being able to get to here to push this thing into a pit, but that's fine. I'm not going to use it to kill the Scion. I don't think that's actually that useful. I think the spider can do something better, even if it's just blocking a spawn later. And that seemed like a good balance. I'm glad I made a mistake that made me reset the turn. I feel like this is helpful. Okay, these are 2 critical attacks. Snail goes after this thing, so it's not going to protect this from happening. But if I can just pull it down 1, it will waste its shot. So let's just do this and that. Now, you can't actually shoot from here, so you can't actually make a spider out of it. This is not an alpha, though. It's just purple, but it's not an alpha. So you can just make a spider there. And I guess this is the time to just block spawns. Wait a minute, we gotta kill 7 enemies. So I can kill this thing, that's 5. And I can kill this thing eventually, and that's 6. Okay. Let's be a little bit cautious then. So, maybe, you know, I'll block a spawn, but let's... Okay, I'll block 2 spawns. Let's finish the Scion off. So this thing is going to die blocking a spawn, and then there's 1 enemy spawning. There will be another round of spawns after this. So if this is some weird situation where I just cannot kill the enemy that comes out, despite having an acid tank and an artillery shot that does 3 damage. Somehow that happens. We still have another chance to get spawns next time. Okay, so this is fine. So we'll do this. I'll just make this into acid. Acid plus 3 damage is a really strong combo because there really isn't anything that has more than 6 HP other than bosses, and that's only some bosses. The acid tank is very, very nice for that reason, is that, like, yes, you have a tank that can push for 3 power cores, but the acid is definitely not irrelevant as long as you have some reasonably high damaging mech on your team, like the extremely overpowered pilot Kai. And now it doesn't matter, everyone's full XP, so we'll just do that. So we have 1 extra enemy kill, and we're gonna get our power core. Yeah, this is definitely not a run where I really care about getting the extra island, because now we have good weapons and everything, and it's all going to be pretty much maxed out. Let's put the shield on here so I can get some extra hit points. Defend the train or knocking off mites. Well, let's start off by... Well, this is not the best map, but the great thing about defend the train is it always sucks. Alright, so we'll do this. Should be fine. My squad is pretty strong. We got these spiders. Getting away from the spiders is... It's not even possible. I'm not even going to bother. What I'm going to do is just make sure that Kai can't get webbed, because I really don't want her to get webbed. And other than that, we'll just leave it alone. And it's really difficult to prevent that from happening. No, it's this sort of thing. Yeah, so we'll do it like this and just hope for the best. Oh, another time pod. Nice. Okay, we'll see if we get lucky with the lightning storms. Not so lucky there. Definitely not lucky there. Oh, so close, and yet so far. Okay, well, I could just shoot and push this spider into a lightning storm. And this is not an alpha. I can just kill it and make a spider. That's one of the weird things, is everybody looks like a friggin' alpha. Everybody looks like an alpha when the boost scion is on the field. So we'll do that. This actually is very important to deal with. But it's fine. We'll do this and that to kill that thing, and then we'll use our push tank. This is a little bit awkward, but that does get the mite off at least. And we have a spider, gotta block a spawn. And call it a day. Okay, so we're gonna have just a scion and one enemy. That is good, because we need a building turn here. Get my mechs into position better, and maybe even have a spare to knock off a mite. Okay, this guy is not wasting its attack, because up here it'll hit this building. Of course, I could body block it, and yes, it sucks to go on acid, but on the other hand, it does get a mite off. Wait, what's the point of that? I could just kill it. Actually, I can't. I cannot get to this square to shoot it. Because then I'll die of lightning, and I don't have enough movement to get down that way. I could, like, pull. I could do like a pull move, and then get up to here to kill it. But do I really care? Okay, let's do this. Let's body block you with my little tank. Have you block a spawn. Why don't you just kill the scion so that we get an extra spawn block. Oh, hold up. This shot's gonna hurt the spider. So I'm being very greedy here. I'll block an extra spawn this way. Yeah, this is a little weird, but everything survives, nothing dies, thanks to my +2 HP. And this mech will be acidified, but as long as it doesn't take any shots from enemies, it doesn't actually matter. And I do think it's important to be somewhat aggressive with blocking spawns, because Kai will need to use one of her last 2 turns to do a repair to get this mite off. I don't believe going into acid takes off the mites. Although, am I wrong about this? What is the mite situation? Oh! Acid will get rid of it. Interesting. Although this square doesn't let me shoot at anything. It's useful to know. Okay, so here, this thing will not die to a spider shot, but that's fine. Because I can do this. And then that. And then this. And I messed up. Okay, I could reset, but I am just going to gamble that with Kai needing to spend a turn repairing, whatever this enemy is that spawns here, my tank and 2 mechs and spider will somehow or other be able to deal with it. Oh, I guess the spider dies blocking a spawn. But yes, I'm just hoping that nothing weird happens. I mean, it's possible lightning spawns on one of my mechs and the spider webs it and some weird crap, but yeah. Okay, so I need to get you out of the way. You could just do this to babysit it. Wait a minute. It became acidified. It says acid will remove them. This thing's not removed. Huh. Is that a bug? Interesting. We'll get rid of it the classic way. By punching it with your own spider. Alright. So that's that. Do I have another mission after this? Hey, it's a pretty good passive. And I have space for it. Alright, gotta just remember I have it, but it's nifty. Okay, so I think that this squad is doing very well. Things are going quite swimmingly. I don't want to risk everything by defending this stupid train. So let's just do a nice, easy mission. And not try to be fancy. Okay. Maybe I could have thought about that more. This is a very weird layout with this mountain water and this power plant right there, but we'll see what happens. Okay, this is a decoy building. I don't believe it actually like matters if that thing gets hit or not. This is an alpha. Oh boy, okay. Well, I got my work cut out for me here. So, if I put a tank somewhere out here, I can push a rock into this digger and then go over here and shoot and kill it. Now, these buildings, I don't believe actually matter if they get hurt. So this snail is irrelevant, but this one is definitely not. And I can't get over here to do my railgun to kill it. I also can't shoot it. It's a problem. If I'm using the tank and this to kill this digger, the fact that there's this moth and this thing is a major issue. Now, can I use my railgun to kill it? The railgun does kill it. Very interesting. Okay, so if I use the railgun to kill it... Well, God's just going to have to find a way here. So, we maybe do, what? This... This... Push the snail into the water. Hold up. How am I getting rid of this thing? Oh my god, am I just not getting rid of it? Yeah, I'm not getting rid of it. I can't push it. If only I could push it in line. Oh no, then it wouldn't have died. It would have. If I had like a damaging and push shot. If I push the snail into the water. No. What am I talking about? Of course I push the snail into the water. Yeah, I push the snail into the water. I make a spider out of this snail, which isn't an alpha, and then I use the spider to babysit the moth. Okay. Did I just have some kind of, like, brain moment there? Why didn't I see that? Alright, so now we have this moth and one new enemy. Hopefully not an alpha. It'd be great if it was. It's an alpha. Okay, well, alright. So the moth at least is wasting its attack. This thing's wasting its attack. Okay, that's all good stuff. I mean, I want to make a spider probably. So something like this, that. Use my 4 movement to make a spider there. And I mean, I don't have to do anything super fancy. It'd be nice to block this spawn. You don't really have any good moves at all. But that's... I mean, I guess you could just eat it in the face and block a spawn that way. And then you can, like, go up here and block a spawn. Seems weird, but also seems fine. You take 2 damage, then another one for 3 total. Alright. So that is fine. This is grid damage, not mech damage. I panicked for a second there. So finally we're not getting alpha spawning. What a strange twist that is. This thing is wasting its attack again. That thing is not wasting its attack. Though I could body block it if I wanted to. And now what? Well, I think maybe we make a spider out of this one. And block a spawn. And do this. This works with the shield. You get out of that hole, you get into position. Lots of action today. Gosh, it feels like I'm playing the bomber mechs again with all these actions available. Except the spiders actually stick around. Oh, and we're done. That's it. Okay. Spiders ahoy. Didn't use the decoy buildings, but they were kind of out of position with the water in the mountains. I don't know how enemies would have ever gotten up there. I guess a moth could have flown up there and that would have happened. Okay, well, great. So now we'll do the boss here. Only 8 stars this time because I wasn't gutsy enough to defend the train. But that's fine. 1 spider. Let's actually stay at a range of the spider this time. Let's bait the boss to have a couple of places it can stand to do its AoE attack without hurting buildings, though no matter what I do, it could always just choose to go after these buildings, which it is choosing to do. Okay, note the boss is armored. That's just a wonderful feature that this boss has, and this is a little bit scary. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, the cool thing about this boss is it has armor, but it has very low HP, just 4 HP. It's the lowest of any boss. But if you acidify it, then it doesn't matter that it has armor. So there is that. But the digger's threatening the tower. Okay, so let's start our brainstorm. I shoot the digger, make a spider out of it. What? Make a tank, acid the boss. How do I shoot the boss? I can't shoot the boss with my bounce dude, because if I push him into this building, that's bad. And then if I want to shoot up, I can't. I don't have enough movement, and I can't shoot down because of this rock. Okay, so I make a spider here. I sacrifice a spider to get rid of the rock, and then I just push this boss down. It's still gonna hurt this building though. Okay, maybe what I want to do is put acid on this boss and just kill it and make a spider. Now, with that spider, my bounce shot and this, I need to deal with this spider. And it's actually kind of difficult because so there's all these rocks are here. I could do a rail cannon shot, but with 5 movement, 1, 2. Oh no, sorry, I already used this to make the tank, and I used this to shoot the boss. So right, it is just this guy, and he has to deal this guy and a spider who has to deal with this digger and this spider. And the spider can't get rid of all these rocks that would be needed in order for this thing to be able to get out of the way. And the spider can go here and push the spider up, but then they would just hit this building. Oh man, I wish the spiders didn't have push. If the spiders didn't push, I could just punch the spider. This is a sand spot, and it would cancel out the attack. I hate to say it, but I am tempted to just kind of give up on the idea of saving this building, unfortunately. It's weird, but this mech is just not in the right spot. If only it could get over here somewhere and just push this down, that'd be fine, or just even rail cannon it. But if I rail cannon... Oh, right. That's an idea. I could rail cannon this boss with acid, and then hit this and make a spider. It's really the same problem, though. I can't get to this spider out here. Okay, so we're gonna block a spawn, make a tank, push kill, or push hit this boss. Make a spider. And oh yeah, I can't even really do this without sacrificing the spider. I could do something like this, and then bring the spider up here and finish it off. Or I could use my rail cannon. I'll use the rail cannon. I am going to wager that the rail cannon isn't as useful as having the spawn blocked. So it's a little bit humbling that I wasn't able to protect that building. But now we just have the spider to deal with, so we'll be able to flush that out easy enough with my artillery mech. Okay, so this is the way that we can block 2 spawns. You can block a spawn. You can block a spawn. You can generate a spider for next time. Yeah, so for the low price of killing this building and, you know, several hundred people dying, now this fight is well in hand. Which, I mean, makes sense because we killed the boss in the first round. But don't forget to repair. But yes, it should be fine. I should have enough power stars to just buy this health back for the final mission for extra insurance. There's a good chance I'd be able to do the final mission even without it. But yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with it. Luckily, it's the 3rd island. It's definitely not going to be a 4-island run. I think we'll be okay. This is actually pretty good, although we have the thing that makes us consume smoke. The webbing is still useful. I need to wait about this. Hold on, that's such a strong thing. Ah, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to do it. There are webbing enemies. I did see the cryo thing there, but I mean, am I ever really going to use the cryo shot? Maybe that actually would have been better than this highly conditional smoke thing. I don't even know. I don't think anything makes smokes in the final boss. I should probably even actually sell this, because none of my people make smoke. This isn't the smoke squad. And this is an extra star sitting around. So yeah, maybe the cryo thing would have made some sense. Okay, all right, okay, we're going to sell the smoke, because it does nothing. Get 3 power cores, and see where we're at. You know what it is? I think it's this. It's a little bit, you know, excessive, but I think that's a good use. So now I didn't get that up to the top, and I think that's fine. I think that extra damage matters more, but I don't know. That push shot is often just a babysitting shot. Maybe it would have been better to get this for like extra insurance against a weird situation, or just to get the grid power back up. Maybe I should have taken the cryo launcher instead of taking Camilla. Hard to say. But I'm going to pause again because my son is coming back from school in a moment. I guess this is going to be a 1 video run that I will stitch together in 3 pieces. Thanks for watching. Oh, wait, no, stay tuned. Second from now, the run will continue. Okay, bye. Okay, sorry for that awkward transition. Let's carry on to the final mission here, just out of curiosity. Ah, yes, it's still the same. Okay, so we're moving in here. I guess, for lack of anything better to do, we'll bait the blobber to the best of our abilities. And now it's just a waiting game to see if this digger has anything to do or not. If there's any pylons that land within 3 movement spaces. Nope. Oh, almost got lucky. This last one. So the digger's going to come up here and create a bunch of rocks. That could actually be very difficult to deal with. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. And the blobber did not take the bait. Would have been very helpful if the blobber had thrown it here. Although, I don't know, maybe blobbers can't throw onto the lava. This is an alpha, so it doesn't die even with my thing. You are thick-skinned, so you can actually stand in the lava and the fire and be okay. So I could shoot this and bring it down to 1 damage. But, boy, this is just a real mess. Okay. I could go up here and then rail cannon to kill all this stuff. Let's just do it. And then you probably want to shoot a tank and push the scorpion out. And this is where Kai is just 1 damage short of being able to kill this digger. So I lose 2 grid defense, which is a bit scary because I didn't actually get up to full. But then again, she can't really do anything about the scorpion either. So it's really just a question of what I want to deal with, in which way. Well, the push tank can't deal with the digger. So, yeah, I can't even block a spawn because the digger will kill me if I do, and I can't stand on this spawn because I don't quite have enough movement. But, alright, so we'll go here. Make a push tank. That could be helpful for later. And actually, maybe I should just kill this? Oh, it doesn't even kill it. This thing has 7 hit points. It lives. Is it worth doing this damage? No, I think it makes more sense to get the damage on this digger so that the digger is easier to kill. I might be able to kill it with just a simple projectile. But yeah, I'm not thrilled about the fact that we have 3 power grid left and a bunch of enemies coming onto the field. Fireflies are not the most scary thing, and the Scion, I can wait a turn before doing anything about it, so there is that. Okay, this is okay. That's a problem. Okay, this is lucky. So this Firefly is gonna die. This Firefly is not wasting his attack because there's a pylon back here, and that's a major problem because this thing has 5 health, so I don't kill it. I could babysit it, moving it over, and then that would have this one fall into the water as well, so it still would be fine even though I move it off a fireball space. You could push the Scorpion again, have it kill the Scion. And then what could you do? What, shoot this rock and do that to the digger? Alright, I think that's what we're gonna do. So the Scorpion's still just hanging out. Is there any better way of dealing with this thing? Oh, I could pull it up into the lava. That's actually smarter. And then that one would still die. Okay. And then you... It actually would have been cool if I could have shot the Cylon, but unfortunately there's a fireball right there. That's the only spot I can shoot at this Scion from. So what I'm going to do is block a spawn. Okay, I have to reset turn. Okay, so now that I've figured everything out, this move is good. And... oops, not that. This move is good. Now you need to go here, block a spawn, and do 6 damage to the Scorpion before I push it away. And I think that's definitely worth it. Because now, of course, I can finish it off with Kai on the next turn, or do a simple projectile attack. I forgot the Scion attack actually happens before the Scion dies. That could have been actually really significant. Kai goes down to 1 hit point. Luckily, she has this spider mech has 3 HP, not 2 like a lot of ranged mechs. But this situation is much better. So now it's just the Scorpion at 1 health, and Alpha Firefly. All alphas all the time. And this is not a wasted attack again, because there's a pylon behind it. So... one move is I can move the Scorpion here to have it block a spawn. And then acid kill the Firefly. Oh, but it doesn't actually kill it. Oh my gosh, it doesn't kill it because this thing doesn't have boost. So what would actually happen is I would deal 4 damage to it and it would still be alive. I could slide the Scorpion... yeah, I think is what I need to do. I need to slide the Scorpion. Oh, it doesn't. I don't slide it, right? I kill it if I do that. If I slid it, it would kill Camilla, unfortunately. Unless I got Camilla out somehow. Okay. What if I slid it and then shot the Scorpion? I still have a reset thanks to Isaac, so I'm just going to do this and see what happens. We're going to acid the Scorpion. Slide there. Alright, I have a shield. It's actually very interesting. Because of this shield, I get pushed onto that and block a spawn. So maybe it's not actually worth killing the Scorpion. Weirdly. But I will kill this Firefly. Oh, I see. I have to bend inward. Okay, we're just gonna kill both of them then. I don't block a spawn doing this, but that's fine. I'm cautiously optimistic that with the help of my acid tank, I can still take care of 2 enemies without losing any grid damage. Now, a lot of times on hard difficulty, in the final mission, you can handle it. pretty easily without taking grid damage, though if I play badly or just get unlucky, I actually might lose this run, which means we'd be playing with the Arachnophiles again. Now, luckily, these spiders, or these chargers, are both wasting their attacks. There is some small chance if I level up Camilla that, you know, she would get an ability that would be immediately relevant. So what I'm going to do is pull that one into the water so that all 5 experience goes on her. And then this one, I am going to do this so it dies to a fireball. And then, well, here, just to make sure that there's no chance of anything silly, we'll just have the push tank do it. She only got 1 experience from that. Okay. Well, there's a chance that she gets a kill. Like a tank pushes something into the water or something gets killed by a falling rock and she gets 4 experience. That's a little bit much. It's not that likely. And then, of course, there's a chance that the ability... Oh, there's a likely chance that the ability doesn't actually matter. But, you know, since we're in slightly scary straits here, I gotta try to get every little edge that I can. This is not too bad. The Scorpion can web my teleporter, or not my teleporter, my slider. But the good news is that the slider can still shoot out a push tank and push away the Scorpion if necessary. Also, this is Camilla. Ha! Hey! Look at that violent ability! Well, it might not come in handy because the Scorpion has other targets it could hit, but if the Scorpion does Weber, that would be pretty significant. Man, I really wished it had, because then she could have walked away and it would have been a wasted attack. Okay, so this Hornet is shockingly wasting its attack, which is great. This one can easily be pushed into falling rocks. So the main problem is this Scorpion, which tragically chose not to waste its attack. Oh my gosh, this is a really powerful move here. Let's just do this. That actually takes care of 2 enemies and blocks a spawn. That was a pretty significant move. Now, how do I deal with that? There's no way. I can't get in there. I have 5 movement, but even with the charger there, it was just never going to happen. Okay, I don't like doing this, but I believe the only move I have is to shoot a push tank out here. And tragically, I wish I didn't have push, but we take it down to 2. Very precarious. Did I ever resist 2 damage during this run? I think I might have. It's quite possible that I have. So we do that, and then we block a spawn. Oof. This is a scary one. But the good news is that next turn, all that we have is this Hornet and a Firefly at 4 health. So we may be able to hold it together. Now there is going to be, you know, another round of spawns, which should be probably a lot of spawns. Okay, that is definitely not a wasted attack. Okay. Alright, so I think we're okay here. We do this, take a step back so you don't get clawed, and that. And then, tragically, I can't actually shoot this thing with my bending shot because it would then have to bend into a power grid. I could body block with Camilla and then just die. That seems a little bit early to sacrifice Camilla. So I guess probably we weirdly... Yeah, we just do this. Technically, I do this in order to get a shield. And then you can block the one that's a bit further. I do value the acid on the enemy. That can be very helpful. Oh, right, I'm actually blocking you with my... Oh, no, I'm not blocking the spawn. I am body blocking the shot so I don't lose the entire run. Now, in fact, I think I am going to be a little bit greedy, and I'm just going to kill this Firefly. So, my hope is that with 1 acidified enemy coming up, and 1 normal enemy coming up, I can just deal with the situation. Then there's only 1 more round of spawns, and then we're okay. Okay, the blobber actually is okay, because what's annoying about these blobbers is when they're around for a long time. But in this case, the blobber, it's putting out a thing that has only 1 hit point. So in theory, I might be able to deal with it all right. Okay, so we got this thing. I can't shoot it without having Kai die. But I can easily just push it onto the spawn over here. So let's do that. I still have my 2 resets. We'll just do this. You can do this and that, which is great because it takes care of a spawn. And so you actually don't need to do anything. I tragically can't shoot the scarab. There was just no way for me to ever shoot it. I couldn't shoot it in this lane or now in this lane, but I can get Kai into position. In fact, this is a case where, yes, I just need to kill this blobber. There's no reason to let it block a spawn and have it survive with 1 health, as opposed to killing it and blocking the same spawn. So we'll just do that to keep on blocking the spawn, and oh my god, I think we made it. That was not my best run. I really wish I could remember if there was a time where grid defense kicked in, because if so, that means that made the difference between my run succeeding and failing. But now we just have 2 enemies. I'd be shocked if there was a situation I could not handle. All right, this is actually kind of scary. I don't know how to deal with this. Oh my god. Oh my god, is this it? Is this where I lose? This thing has 5 hit points and nobody can get up there. And I can't do a thing from here because this is at lava. Oh my god, I was saying, like, I'd be shocked if, Okay. Well, they're both hitting the same thing. This one I can push out of the way with my tank. So, okay, that's fine. Now, the other one, what if I pushed this one forward and it had 5 movement? 1, 2, oh, this is a blocker here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, still not close enough. Used my phaser weapon, though I don't think it would have mattered. Oh my god, I think we have to do one of the weirdest moves of all time. I have to sit here in the lava. I have to use Camilla as a bouncing board so I can push this 1 space so that I can go here and kill this thing, and then you need to specifically do this in order for me to not lose the game. So, sorry about that, Camilla. There might have been some other way of doing it, but the tanks can't go into the lava, and neither can the spiders. Maybe I could have had something over here and I could have pushed the scarab into the lava. Was there a way to get a pilot? Oh, there was, wasn't? No, there wasn't. If I could have gotten the slide tank there, I could have just slid it into the lava. Right, so my slider could have gotten there if I'd pushed it with the tank. But then I still would have to deal with that crap. Whoa, what a finish. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And, man, I don't remember the squad having so many struggles, but I guess I just only really ever picked up... Well, I picked up the tank, which is great, and I picked up that phaser gun, but I really needed something for my ranged mech so I could push things. That would have made a difference. Like, if my spider mech had just had a thing that could, like, push an enemy at range, it would have made all the difference there. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.